I was very, very scared. I felt like I was about to go.
I wanted to crawl under a rock and just not come back out. It was pretty hard to accept.
When I was in the hospital, the man next to me died, and I saw myself. And for months after that, I had dreams of my own funeral.
You get this disease, you're here a couple of years, you get very thin and you go away. And your picture's in the back of the newspaper and everybody goes, darn, I should have called him.
We were diagnosed in '90 when Alexis was born. My husband and I all three of us were diagnosed in '90. Alicel has not tested positive yet. I think the worst thing about dealing with it is their father being gone. I do whatever it takes to stay well because they're down to one parent.
Since 1988, the Assistance Fund has provided health insurance and medications to people who are HIV positive.
The first year that I was there in 1994, we served approximately 150 clients. And while that doesn't sound like a lot, it is a lot of people when you would think they didn't have insurance before that and they would have to go to the Harris County Hospital District for treatment. But at this point now, we're serving approximately 3,000 people a year. We provide unduplicated services here in the Houston area that other agencies don't provide or can't provide.
What the Assistance Fund does is so unique and so important and so specialized. It has such an impact on us as a community.
My premiums went from $297 to $834. I don't know how I would have done it without their assistance because that's a lot of money a month.
The medications that come by and the prices that we see, it's obvious to us that there's no way they can do it.
When you have, 20 to 30 pills that you take a day, and 2 of them have to be taken on an empty stomach, and 4 of them have to be taken an hour before meals, and 5 of them have to be taken an hour after meals, and this one has to be taken with water, and this one has to be taken on, a full stomach. And you look at all these and you start mapping out your day according to your medications. And someone calls you on the phone and says, do you want to go to lunch? It's like, I have a window between, 1:30 and 1:45 if we eat quick.
A typical prescription could be between $500 and $800 by itself. And typically they need between 3 and 5 prescriptions a month.
I didn't have that kind of money. I'm on a fixed income. They fill the prescription. I'm taking the medication now. And they have never turned me down. They've never said no. And I'm not the type of person that use them just for the hell of it.
We screen clients in rather than screen them out. We want to make sure we serve everybody that comes across our door.
Deciding whether or not to go to the Assistance Fund to receive assistance or services was extremely difficult. I had gone through all of my savings. I went through what I'd put back for retirement, everything. So everything was now gone and I really had no choice. I got a phone call from Ken Malone and he said, do you need us? And when he said that, it was the first time I really thought about it. I was like, yeah, I really do. I didn't realize at the time how much of my stress came from trying to figure out how was I going to make ends meet? Was I going to do the groceries? Was I going to do the rent? Or was I going to do the meds? Or, how was I going to do this?
I had gotten down to 96 pounds, and I'm 5'11". And now I'm back up to 137 pounds, and I believe that I'm going to live to a ripe old age.
Within weeks, I could tell a difference. My outlook was better. My attitude was better. I realized, okay, maybe I can deal with this.
Unfortunately, our society is fairly unforgiving. People are embarrassed and ashamed to admit they have HIV. It was that way 20 years ago. It's still that way today. We've seen all kinds of people cross our doorstep. And we want to have a nurturing environment. We want to make sure that they feel comfortable, that they feel accepted.
That human contact is the most important thing, you know, and knowing that you're not in this all alone.
Over 93 cents of every dollar goes to direct client care. That means our overhead costs are less than 7%. It's a very efficient operation, and we take pride in that. The medications help them, of course, get over specific disease problems that they might be having at the moment, but it also improves their outlook.
The Assistance Fund really put that light back in there, you know, in life. Like, okay, here you go. We'll help you with your drugs. You take care of yourself. It was a big lift. You know, it was lifted off my shoulders, and I was able to say, okay, hey, I have a chance.
And they have been right there when I was at my lowest point. And I didn't know which way to go.
I'm thankful for everything. And I'm thankful for the fact that I'm here to enjoy it.
We're here, healthy, even though we have a serious illness that we're living with.